West Plains, Missouri. We are here with the West Plains Defenders hosting, and the Gateway Bluejackets will be coming in as the visiting team. The Bluejackets are 0-1 in the regular season, while the Defenders are 1-1, and we will start the pregame entertainment now, and we'll be back with you in about 8 minutes.
At a time when kids may be confused by an invisible villain, there's an elite group helping them understand and be safe. They're fighting what's out there by staying in here. They are the Stay Heroes. Meet the Great Hygiene, expert at washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and objects. Dr. Distancio is a master of physical distancing and virtual playdates. And General Fields uncovers emotions and harnesses positivity. Your kids can become Stay Heroes too. Learn how at stayheroes.org.
This is Alan Hilliard, and I am here from my home studio with the intro for tonight's game against the Midwest Defenders, and I am here with Chris Smith, the linebacker and defensive captain for the Blue Jackets. So, are you ready for the game against the Defenders?
Yes, I am ready for the game this weekend. Yep. I think we all ready this week.
Yep. Now, obviously, the game a couple weeks ago didn't go the way on the scoreboard, but you guys learned a lot being your first game, and I'm sure you guys have worked together. And what are some things that you guys are working on?
I mean, that game showed us a lot of things, a lot of character things. We working to come together, chemistry. We got to have chemistry. That's what we've been working on all week. But other than that, everything is good now. But it won't be a game like that again.
And then
that was a lesson learned.
Yep, and the Defenders are 1-1 with a win over Blair, Nebraska, and a loss to Queen City. So essentially, this is for second place right here for next week, since I believe Blair has off for league games anyway.
Really, we're not even worried about first or second. You know, we just want to win. We just want to play ball.
Now, your football background, you know, coming from Northwest Arkansas, kind of what differences have you seen coming up here playing with some of these Missouri people, and like especially going to 8-man? What's the difference that you have seen and run into here?
I mean, the speed is a little bit slower. People aren't, you know, they don't love football like how they love down south. You know? Midwest is, you know, it's kind of basketball, but it's kind of football too. You know, it's coming more of a football state. But I don't know. The 11-man is a little bit different than 8-man. You know.
Now the scoring with the 8-man, we've seen, especially with the Queen City game, 76 points and then over 100 the last game. You know, teams can score quick with 8-man football. Kind of, how do you prepare for that, you know, on the defensive side, knowing that, you know, a defender, you know, the other team, if they get a good quarterback and receiver, you know, if they get past you, you don't have near as much help in the backfield.
That's why we can't let them get past us, Alan. You know, we gotta stay on our toes. You know, we just gotta play better ball, better defense. We gotta play sound football. Can't get it. We just gotta play sound football, smart football, that's what comes with 8, man. We got to be smarter. You got to have less mistakes in 8. But 8 man is different than 11 man. But on defense, it's just got to have less mistakes. That's how I see it, Alan.
Where'd you play college ball, or after high school? Where'd you go for a while there?
Coming out of high school, I signed with the University of Arkansas. I had to go junior college. I went to Arizona Western. Well, first I went to Mississippi Gulf Coast, the number 6 junior college in the country, and then I went to Arizona Western, number 2 junior college in the country. And then after that, I didn't return back to Arkansas. I went to Daytona Beach and played football at Bethune-Cookman in Florida.
All right, and we will see you Saturday, and good luck, and have a good game.
You too. Thank you, buddy. Nice being on this with you, Alan.
I'm staying inside for all of our at-risk loved ones, my grandparents, your grandparents.
My friends and family, and for you.
We stay here for you. Stay home for us.
You need to stay smart. You need to stay home.
Staying at home, social distancing, all these things the CDC is saying is going to help us get over this quicker.
Every infection that we can prevent helps to keep us as providers safe, helps to keep you as a member of the public safe.
I am staying home to help slow the spread.
Do your part in making this go away.
Stay home.
In order to come together, we must stay apart.
It sounds contradictory, but it makes a lot of sense.
Call me. Tell me you love me.
The first thing that I will do,
Go dancing with my friends.
I'm going to hug my kids' teachers and tell them how much I appreciate them.
Stay home.
Stay home for us.
Queen City will kick off. Queen City gets an opening, a big opening. They are off, and we are going to be touchdown Jackets. So just like that, we are nearly knotted back up again with a couple of receivers on either side. Keeper pass, and touchdown. Touchdown, Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets football with Alan Hilliard Sports Productions.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
So, welcome back here to... I have an echo somewhere. I don't know why I have an echo. I think it's just because the music's so loud. Let me figure out the echo for
good game, and guys, have fun.
And that is the first kickoff. The Blue Jackets will make it midfield. We have some laundry on the field already. Looks like a flag around the 20. We have some. We'll be back after the And I apologize for that. We have some music issues, which would definitely cause a problem. But that was a foul in the backfield on the Blue Jackets. And we're going to have a timeout to start this game. We'll be back after a minute for this PSA.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
And that was a 30-second timeout.
Good run by number 1 for the Blue Jackets. He's driven out of bounds by a host.
And looks like Gateway will gain about 8 yards on the play. So 2nd and 2 coming up. Looks like Gateway will gain the first down on the play.
Blue Jackets, he's brought down for a first down by number 24 for the Midwest Defenders. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Gateway Blue Jackets.
Apologize for the silence order earlier. We'll be right back after the music. And Gateway low snap, hands off. He's going to get some positive yards. He'll gain about 3 on the play. So 2nd and 7.
It'll be 2nd down and about 7 or 8.
Gateway's coming out pretty strong so far in their running game in this right here. I don't know why the game clock is on. Once again, we didn't have a scoreboard, so it's up to the officials. So Gateway's making some adjustments. Love is, it's like Twins. It's going to be a handoff either way. And he's going to gain a couple on the play, so 3rd and 5.
Taken down by hosted defenders for about a 1.5 to 2 yard gain. It will be 3rd down.
And the Blue Jackets get ready for a 3rd and 5. He's going to be stopped, so it'll be 4th and 4 coming up.
Blue Jackets is stopped for about a yard gain. It'll be 4th down.
And 4th down for the Jackets as Love looks for the pass. And
the pass is caught by number 2 for the
so that'll be a 1st down for Gateway as it's their second 1st down of the half. Gateway's having a good drive here. I apologize and I mute it. I can't have music streaming, otherwise YouTube will be very unhappy. We are having some player issues with Midwest right there. Looks like we'll take a quick break here, and we will be right back.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble.
So coming out of the 30-second break there, we still have a little bit of a discussion. I believe it's something about game clock or something of that nature, possibly play clock. I was just hearing 30 seconds, so I'm assuming that would be play clock, but the first 2 weeks we've used college rules, which was, I think, 40 and 25 seconds. So, Love handoff in the back. He's got room. Looks like he'll get about 3 yards on it, so 2nd and 7.
4 for the defenders. It will be 2nd down.
Looks like the music is behaving itself now, so I can avoid that mute button as much as possible. Sun is also on its way down. Another handoff in the back. He'll gain some yards, and he's going to get a host of defenders, but that'll move the marker to a 3rd and about 3.
3rd and less than 1.
Jackets line up with receiver on either side. Looks like the tight end opted out on the other side there. And
number 35,
1st down.
It will be 1st and goal for the Gateway Blue Jackets.
So that'll be a 1st and goal from, looks like inside the 5-yard line. Gateway's doing a good job of moving the ball in this run. Most of their plays have been handoffs so far. Another handoff in the back, and He is going to be close. Looks like he's about a yard out.
He is stopped short of the goal line, so it will be 2nd and goal.
And that's going to be a loss or
There is no touchdown. It is
near a
short
loss,
goal
so
line,
that's
so it will
third
be
down.
3rd down and goal for the Gateway Blue Jackets.
And third attempt for Gateway. And he will, looks like, slip on the ground there, so be 4th and goal.
Number 1 is brought down short of the goal line. Ladies and gentlemen, from the 1-inch line, it is 4th down.
So 4th and very short. It is score or turn the ball over, which they will stop them on about the 2-yard line, but that will push Midwest behind the deep in their territory now. We'll be back. So we have an opportunity for a possible first points as a safety here with the defenders deep in their territory there. Like the quarterback's literally standing inside the end zone right now. He's going to get a handoff. He's going to get brought down, and they will lose it and lose a yard on that play. So it looks like we have a equipment issue being repaired right now. The defenders are literally back against the goal as quarterback and running back in the backfield is standing near the goal post. So we got trips on the right. We're going to have a flag, which might be a delay of
It'll be a timeout.
A timeout, no flag, so we will be back after this message.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Nice.
And we are set to come back here as the defenders are once again 2nd and roughly 10. Quarterback takes a run for it, and he will make it a 3rd and about 2.
Number 16 for the defenders is the ball carrier. He's knocked out of bounds Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 8.
So both teams have already taken a timeout early in the game. We'll be right. And that's going to be 3rd, and we have a flag on that, but the play continues. The pass is caught. It's going to be close to 1st down, but we had a flag early. It may be a false start of some sort or illegal motion. It actually is against the Blue Jackets, it looks like.
Calls illegal formation on the defense. The Blue Jackets.
So it's a defensive formation. Must have had an extra lineman or something there on the defense. You can only have 3 linemen in 8-man football. So Queen City back. Quarterback's looking for someone open. He's got a couple. It's up. And we have a touchdown pass from Midwest on that play. Good pass to look downfield as the defenders will take a 6-0 lead. So we will see what I'm guessing they're going to go for 2. I have yet to see an extra point kicked in this 8-man football in the first 2 weeks. It definitely looks like 2 points. We got 3 receivers on the right. And he will be brought down short of the line. So that'll be a 6-0 lead in the first quarter for Midwest Defenders.
6, the Gateway Blue Jackets 0.
And the kick is up as
Kick is returned by number 21 for the Blue Jackets. It will be 1st and 10.
21 returned it there. It was a short kick. I was aiming for the backfield, and nobody was back there to get the ball. So that's going to result in a 1st and 10 on the Midwest side of the field. So Love, low snap. We're going to have a quarterback keeper. He's going to gain about 5 yards on the play. So it looks like 2nd and 5.
5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Queen City once again is in very good field position in this ball game. That last drive they had an opportunity, but Quarterback keeper by Midwest was able to get them out of the hole they were in. We're going to do a reverse, and Midwest will be there. They're going to lose about 2 or 3 on the play. So that's going to be 3rd and 7. Third and 7. We got a pass. Keeper. That's going to be a first, and that is going to be a touchdown for Queen City. We have
holding on the Blue Jackets, so it is coming back.
So there's a holding call that I did not see. So that will bring this play back, and it's going to be 10 yards from spot of the foul. So that will make this a 3rd and looks like about 13 or so.
From the 23-yard line, it is 3rd down and long.
Queen City once again has another 3rd and long, as they have done a decent job of converting these so far. Looks like we got at least 3 receivers set to run. One turns into a running back. It's a handoff. And he will get stopped behind there, so we're going to have a 4th and 11.
Number 1 is the ball carrier, and once again taken down by number 24. This seems to be happening frequently. We are 4th down and long.
So Queen City has a 4th and about 11 coming up. We have a little toss in the back, and that's going to be short of the 1st down, so Midwest will get the ball. They came pretty close, but wasn't quite there.
4th down conversion, so it will be 1st and 10 for your Midwest defenders.
So the defenders still lead the Blue Jackets 6-0 with midway through the 1st quarter. So Midwest will start on, looks like their 15-yard line. Quick handoff, and looks like no gain.
But he is taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Queen City's there to fill that pocket.
It will be 2nd down and long.
And also an 8-man, the coach is allowed to go out in the back of the field there and give out plays, similar to indoor football. In case somebody was watching going, they can't do that. Good defense by Queen City. They put good pressure, and the pass was
beautiful catch by number 8 for the Midwest defenders.
Caught, so 3rd and about 8.
3rd down and 9.
So Midwest still has about 8 yards to go and 2 downs to do it. We have a dead ball foul, a delay of game, I believe. Too many men. So someone didn't quite get out there quick enough on the exchange, so looks like a roughly 3rd and 13 is where we're going to be at. So most likely we're going to see either twins or triplets out there on the side. We got twins on the right, single on the left. The pass is up, and it's going to be close. It's going to be a 4th, and it's about a yard short, so 4th and 1 coming up on the play.
Down and 1 for the Midwest defenders.
So it's the end of the first. We are now going into the second. I have some ants on my keyboard that are not very happy. We are having a water break, so we will take a break and be back.
Questions about the coronavirus?
I'm here to share some simple steps you can take to help protect yourself and others.
Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects. Wash hands after touching commonly used items.
Together, we can help slow the spread.
So start of the second, and Midwest has the ball 4th and about 1. So we have a lot of receivers out there. We may have, not sure what's going on here. Pass is incomplete, so Queen City will take over at midfield to start the quarter. So good defense for Queen City on that, as they were expecting the pass, and we'll be back. So Queen City will have their 3rd drive of the game with Ledlove with handoffs on the ground, but it is ably picked up. That'll result in a loss of about 2.
By the Gateway Bluejackets, it will be 2nd and long.
So that is not starting off the right direction, but things like that happen, and big plays also can happen. So handoff in the back, and the defenders are there to stop it.
their one.
So we're going to have,
It will be 3rd down and long.
looks like, we'll say 3rd and 13, not much of a difference. So 3rd down for Queen City. Love with the handoff, and he'll get back to the original line. So we have a 4th and 10. There's about 4 or 5 Midwest defenders standing in his way.
It is 4th down.
So 4th and 10 with Ledlev going for a pass. Touchdown, Queen City.
And the pass is caught.
Beautiful play by Queen City to get behind the defenders.
For the Gateway Bluejackets, that makes the score.
So Queen City had a beautiful set right there as the defenders just weren't able to figure out which defender to guard, and they were able to get behind them. I apologize, I don't have a roster this week. We had some number issues, and I will definitely have a roster next week for the home opener against the, I believe it's River City. And 2-point conversion is good as he is untouched. So that's a 8-6 lead in favor of the Gateway Bluejackets. We'll be back after this PSA in about 30 seconds.
When kids may be confused by an invisible villain, there's an elite group helping them understand and be safe. They're fighting what's out there by staying in here. They are the Stay Heroes. Meet the Great Hygiene, expert at washing hands and disinfecting surfaces and objects. Dr. Distancio is a master of physical distancing and virtual playdates. And General Fields uncovers emotions and harnesses positivity. Your kids can become Stay Heroes too. Learn how at stayheroes.org.
And the kick is received in the end zone. He will make it to around midfield. Looks like the 20-yard line as
Number 8 for the Midwest defenders. Looks like he's taken down somewhere there.
Good hit by Queen City, and someone lost their white towel on the field back there. So the defenders are now trailed by 2, and they have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Looks like they're having some late substitutions here. We are at the historic Carmichael Field in West Plains, Missouri. He chucks it up. And no catch by the receiver as both teams were there trying to pick that off. That was also a 1st and 10, by the way. My update graphic didn't update from the last play, but that's okay. So, handoff in the backfield. We have, it's like about 3 yards, so we're going to have a 3rd and 7 coming up for Midwest.
A decent run by number 8 there for the defenders. Pickup of about 4 yards. It is 3rd down at 6.
Looks like it's actually a 6 instead of a 7. And thank you all for coming out watching this game and supporting these players and just supporting sports right now, as we are still in doubt of many sports whether they're going to play, especially high school. And that pass is caught. It's going to be 4th and short, about a couple of yards to go.
4th and 1.
So 4th and about 2 coming up for Midwest. Queen City set. Good pressure on the quarterback. He gets it off. And we have no catch.
The pass is ruled incomplete, so it will be 1st
So
and 10
that's the
for
2nd possession this quarter where Midwest has not been able to convert, and we'll be back after the next offensive set. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout by the Midwest defenders, so we will be back after this minute PSA for you.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard
Defenders for about 3 yards. It'll be
Good job for Queen City to run on this drive here, as my mute button actually didn't unmute me that last play, but the world will never hear that world famous play call. Another handoff pitch. This time he'll be brought back, so instead of a 2nd and 7, we're going to have a 3rd and 10.
52 for the defenders for a very short gain, if any. It will be
Oh, 3rd and 7 still. Now, the lighting situation here is special, but we will talk about that in a minute. Oh, never mind. We'll talk about it now. We have 2 lights on the pole on the left. Queen City will get a quick snap, and Queen City will get a touchdown as very quick snap on the play. I didn't even realize they were even set yet, as that was very impressive. But continue with the lights. We have 2 lights burnt out over there, so that's going to
score is now the Bluejackets 14, the Defenders 6.
Create a small problem as it gets darker, and I can't see on this one how many are working, but we should be okay. Chance for 2 points, and I believe ball is live on a turnover, but he will be brought down, and the ball's loose again, so 2 fumbles, and that will end the
2-point
conversion play.
No good. The score is the Gateway Bluejackets 14,
14-6 Gateway.
Midwest Defenders 6.
And that was an interesting possession. We'll be right back. And kind of an odd little pickup there. He's going to get too near the 20. He just kind of picked up the ball and didn't run for a second. That could have turned out bad on his part. So from about the 20, we will have a 1st down. So 5 minutes left in the 1st half. I just heard from the officials, so Midwest will, well, we don't have a, not sure what they're doing yet. They are still huddling. I would probably try for a run to start out, but I see 4 receivers now, so this is probably going to be a pass. It is. It is caught, but it is inbounds, so 2nd and 4.
Number 24 for the Defenders for a pickup of about 8 yards. It will be 2nd and 2.
Oh, it's only 2nd and 2. A little better gain than it looked like without the marker there. So both these teams are matching up pretty well. As both teams are really leaving that little, kind of gap in the middle there open for either a run or a short little pass. Seen Queen City manage to get one of the long passes, but that's going to be another pass, and that will be a first down. That is a first down.
Number 5 of the Midwest defenders. That is good enough for another defender. First down.
So Midwest sets up in a, it's like 3 receivers, and they're going to get it, but they're not going to, they're going to make it a couple yards, and he'll get pushed out of bounds just a couple yards upfield.
4 yards. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6 or 7.
So we have a 2nd and 6 coming up. He made it just a little bit till he got pulled out. Queen City just couldn't quite get their hands around him. We are around 4 minutes to go in this first half as we have a special halftime show with Lynn Hart and Chris Smith, the defensive captain, as they talk a little bit there and about the team and some changes that have been made. So 2nd timeout, and we'll be back after this PSA.
I'm staying inside for all of our at-risk loved ones, my grandparents, your grandparents,
My friends and family, and for you.
We stay here for you. Stay home for us.
You need to stay smart. You need to stay home.
Staying at home, social distancing, all these things the CDC is saying is going to help us get over this quicker.
Every infection that we can prevent helps to keep us as providers safe, helps to keep you as a member of the public safe.
I am staying home to help slow the spread.
Do your part in making this go away.
Stay home.
In order to come together, we must stay apart.
It sounds contradictory, but it makes a lot of sense.
Hope. Tell me you love me.
The first thing that I will do,
Go dancing with my friends. I'm going to hug my kids' teachers and tell them how much I appreciate them.
Stay home.
Stay home for us.
Questions about the coronavirus?
I'm here to share some simple steps you can take to help protect yourself and others.
Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects. Wash hands after touching commonly used items.
Together, we can help slow the spread.
And we are back for the 2nd and 6. I will definitely pass that along to Lynn for you. And that's going to be a touchdown. We have a defender down on the play. Looks like he's able to get up. Well, he had a good hit over there. So that will make this a 2-point game. So we have a discussion going on the field there. We will be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you've had the coronavirus, you've got a lot of fight in you.
And you're in a special position to help us fight back.
The plasma in your...
And we are back. And once again, please remember in these times, if you can, think of others and wear a mask if you're able to prevent the spread of not just the COVID, but other diseases. The conversion is no good. It's a 14-12 game, and we'll be back in just a minute with the kickoff. And just off screen, the kick is good. It's going to roll back for a touchback.
And it's a touchback.
And Gateway will have the ball about the 5-yard line. Are getting close to halftime here, and in just a minute I will show you the remains of the historic Carmile Stadium, which I've been told will be gone at the end of this season. Touchdown, Blue Jackets, behind the defenders.
Beautiful pass and catch to number 2. That is a touchdown for the Gateway Blue Jackets.
Well, and that is a touchdown. I apologize if I said Queen City. I will take a few extra laps for my punishment there. So that will extend the lead here, and they're going for 2, and after the 2-point conversion, we will have either a 20-12 lead or a 22-12 lead. It's going to try, not going to be able to get it, so it is 22-12. We'll be back after that quick score and just a few minutes left here. And while we wait, here is a view of what is left of Carmichael Stadium, and we will be back. And the kick is off. It hits the ground, and he will gain about 5 on the return. That will bring him out to about the 10-yard line. Oh, sorry, 17-yard line. Apologize, I was looking at my computer. I didn't see the yard markers well with the bleachers on the way. We'll be right back. So it is just a few minutes from halftime, and Midwest will come out with an opportunity here, but Queen City has really improved in this quarter, both stopping Queen City several times. We got a flicker pass, and it's ruled incomplete. It looked like it could have been a backwards pass, however, it was a forwards pass, so that's going to be a 2nd and 10. Look almost like they was trying for some sort of flea flicker there. And Queen City was just right there to get in the way. We have a couple players switching out. So the officials are doing the game clock and play clock. I believe they're giving a warning for down to 10 and 5 seconds. That's going to be we have a very loud coach for Midwest, as looks like that'll be a sack, and that'll pull them back to, I'm not sure where they're going to mark it. So we have, looks like the game will continue to go on as it's 3rd and
very long for the defenders.
Looks like we're just going to say about 18 is a good number. Beautiful defense for Queen City as the defenders will take their final timeout, and we will have a PSA. Be back in a minute.
I'm staying inside for all of our at-risk loved ones, my grandparents, your grandparents.
My friends and family, and for you.
We stay here for you. Stay home for us.
You need to stay smart. You need to stay home.
Staying at home, social distancing, all these things the CDC is saying is going to help us get over this quicker.
Every infection that we can prevent helps to keep us as providers safe, helps to keep you as a member of the public safe.
I am staying home to help slow the spread.
Do your part in making this go away.
Stay home.
In order to come together, we must stay apart.
It sounds contradictory, but it makes a lot of sense.
Tell me you love me. The first thing that I will do,
Go dancing with my friends. I'm going to hug my kids' teachers and tell them how much I appreciate them.
Stay home.
Stay home for us.
So we are back here, and I have never seen this before. They are waving off that last play,
So it looks like it'll be
and they're going to replay it and give them some yardage on it here from where they weren't before, I believe. So I am not sure how you can change that, but the officials have taken away the sack and just waved off the play and did a try over, I guess. I thought it was like a 2nd and 6 or 7 earlier, but we're back roughly where we were. That's gonna be caught inside the 10-yard line, so that'll bring up a 1st and goal.
Pass is caught by number 33 for the defenders, but there was a flag on the play.
We have a
holding on the defenders.
So we have a holding call also on that. So we're going back to 2nd down, and they are definitely not where they were a minute ago. Wait, we were second from... Okay, I am really confused now what's going on here, because now we're back to where we originally was with the sack.
All right, that holding call takes away a big completion.
So we're just going to say 2nd and 15, and we're just going to stick with that number.
It looks like we're on the 10-yard line.
We have lots of receivers, and they're probably going to throw the ball. Interception, Jackets, and he has no one with him right now. He's wide open, still going, end zone, and he should be touchdown, Jackets.
17 for the Bluejackets, and it is returned.
That is 17 for the touchdown, and the Jackets will take a 26-12 lead after that throw. So, essentially, we had 3 second down plays, but turned into a Jackets touchdown. So we're going for 2. Quarterback keeper, he's going to lose it, but it'll be picked up, and we will have a 28-12 lead going into halftime now.
The 2-point conversion is good. That makes the score. The Gateway Bluejackets 28, the Midwest Defenders 12.
Questions about the coronavirus?
I'm here to share some simple steps you can take to help protect yourself and others.
Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands often with soap and water for 20+ seconds.
Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue.
Clean and disinfect surfaces and objects. Wash hands after touching commonly used items.
Together, we can help slow the spread.
And we still are having discussions from earlier about that play. I've never seen them. Essentially, they did a golf mulligan to just a redo, basically, is what they did. No one could, well, the officials couldn't quite agree, so the play didn't happen. But as I mentioned a minute ago, it resulted in a Jackets touchdown, so 28-12 lead. The kick is up. Midwest with the run, and he will make it to near midfield.
It will be 1st and 10 for your Midwest.
So he's just on the other side of the half, I'm about to call it half court, the midfield line, I guess, or mid. I am thinking basketball already, which hopefully basketball and things like that are able to happen, especially with the high schools. As I've seen on what was released this week, Hazelwood, Ferguson, Florissant, and Rittner will not be having fall sports as of right now, as they are doing full virtual learning. So we will see what Misha eventually does with playoffs and districts. That pass is complete. He's going to get a first down on the play.
Pass caught by number 24 for the defender. It's good for a defender. First down.
So we are 1st and 10 once again for the defenders after the pass was complete. They're looking for a second pass. He's going to get brought down from the back, but he will gain a couple yards on it. So he fumbled the ball, but it rolled out of bounds. Either way, good defense by the Jackets to cover the defenders on the deep routes.
One minute left to go in the ball, or in the first half.
We have a decent little crowd here, around 100 people scattered around the fields pretty well. It's another quarterback pass. Gateway's right there. It's thrown up. It's going to be out of range from any of the defenders or the Jackets. So it's going to be 4th and 7 for them. So 40 seconds left to go, and sorry, it's 3rd down, not 4th down. We don't want to have a repeat of the famous 5th down play. Don't know how many of you remember that. So once again, it's another pass, no run option on this. And that's going to be way over the mark as they hit the goal post, which may be a bad thing to touch at times. So we have a 4th and 7 with about 13 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, the halftime show will feature Coach Lynn Hart and linebacker Smith. We have a timeout called on the Jackets, so that'll be their final timeout, and we'll be back after this PSA.
I'm staying inside for all of our at-risk loved ones, my grandparents, your grandparents.
My friends and family, and for you.
We stay here for you. Stay home for us.
You need to stay smart. You need to stay home.
Staying at home, social distancing, all these things that CDC is saying is going to help us get over this quicker.
Every infection that we can prevent helps to keep us as providers safe, helps to keep you as a member of the public safe.
I am staying home to help slow the spread.
Do your part in making this go away.
Stay home.
In order to come together, we must stay apart.
It sounds contradictory, but it makes a lot of sense.
Tell me, love. The first thing that I will do,
Go dancing with my friends. I'm going to hug my kids' teachers and tell them how much I appreciate them.
Stay home.
Stay home for us.
So we are back 4th and 7 with around 13 seconds to go in the remainder of this half of play, and
for the defenders. Let's make some noise.
I'm going to probably guess that they're going to pass the ball as their last 4 plays were passes. City. It's going to be... We have a flag on the play. It's an incomplete. We have a flag. It was thrown in the backfield, or the back of the defense, not the backfield of the offense. And this will be a turnover if it's against the defenders, a possession.
Pass interference on the Bluejackets. It will
and
be 1st and goal.
That will be a pass interference call
Let's make some noise.
on the Bluejackets. So they'll have a 1st and goal from Looks like about the 2-yard line. So that resulted in about a 12-yard gain with 2 yards to go for a score for the defenders. So 15 seconds was just yelled out. We have handoff, and Midwest will get the late touchdown.
Midwest defenders, ladies and gentlemen, that is a touchdown.
So that will make it a 28-18 game. So Midwest is going for 2. We have a throwing handoff formation. Gateway's there, and that will remain a 10-point game as Gateway still leads by 2 scores in the game.
Gateway Bluejackets 28.
So with around 10 seconds, the Gateway will have one more possession. We are having looks like this might be an onside kick here. And that will roll out of bounds, so we're going to have a
kickoff goes out of bounds, so it will be
flag on there, so
very little time.
Not quite sure where they mark that in 8-man football, we are on a 50-yard field, so the rules are a little different than regular 100-yard fields and in high school. Looks like the Gateway Jackets. I don't know why I said that there. But Jackets with the fake pass. We had I would say that was pass interference. We have a flag thrown now as flag is thrown by the head official there, the white hat. We're going to have a targeting call against the defenders on that.
We have a targeting call on the defenders. It will be a first down.
So that's going to be a first down, and I think at least 15 yards. I don't know what the rules are, but in college and high school, it's usually an ejection. I don't know if that's the rule here. We still have a discussion going on down there as that moved Gateway substantially further up the field. So we are definitely some emotions going in this ball game. Both coaches are getting near each other here as the officials are trying to keep everything separated and get going. We are back strong. Love with the run. He's going to gain a few yards on it, but that will run the clock out. I was about to say that should be halftime. We don't have a buzzer here. So 28-18. Here is the halftime show that was recorded a couple days ago for you with the interview with Lynn Hart. And we are back for your halftime entertainment here. We are with Coach Lynn Hart and Chris Smith, the defensive captain for the team. And Coach Hart, kind of, coming into this week, coming into, the third week of the season, this is your second game. And kind of what do you hope to, build with the team moving on as you enter a home stretch?
Well, the good thing about things is a loss is a loss is a loss, but it was a great learning experience for our team. It was a great learning experience for our players. And to be quite frank with you, I think we've really come together more now than even prior to that Queen City game. So it's about making adjustments, which we've made adjustments in all three phases that we think are going to help us moving forward. And, it's about putting more good players on the field. So we had some commitment issues, and I think we addressed them. And we've also brought on a little bit older level of player now, which is really going to help us moving forward too. A couple of ex-NFL vets and a couple guys on the organization now that have semi-pro championships. So we want more high-level football players around our team to give us a little bit more tougher, rugged attitude. And we also want guys, who are committed and want to be out there and play for the Bluejackets.
Now, coming into this game, obviously this is during the halftime, but, this is a key game. And so this could give you an advantage down the road, or it could kind of make things a little bit tougher for you. So kind of how do you plan for that, and kind of what do you look for like placement, in the future here?
Well, it's all about winning all the time. So it's about winning now and in the future. So what we need to do is really focus up on this week, the task at hand on Saturday, another road trip, another business trip. And I think, the guys, Chris attest to this. I'm sure, we have a little bit a tighter knit group now. We have a little bit deeper group. And I think everybody knows that we need to go down there and we need to come back from this road trip 1-1 and not 0-2.
Now this week, what have you worked with the team on to help them come together, and, kind of what players have you seen that have helped out, that may help out?
Well, if you looked at the Queen City film, our top players stood out, and we look for the same for them. But we also look to put some high-level, high-quality players around them, so we have more playmakers out there. Chris Smith, who you'll talk to and already has spoken with, he led the defense, had a good game. Brad Shoemaker had a good game. Both of our corners were solid, and Joseph Jordan and Marlo Munn, and Ricky Holloway had his moments. So we've got to be better up front on the defensive line. That's where it starts. Offensively, we just need to make more plays. We can't drop 6 balls in a football game and expect to win, no matter who we're playing. So we need to go out there and be ourselves. We need to, again, dominate on the offensive line. Everything starts in the run game. We feel like we have 2 or 3 guys that can really be successful there. So, and then, have our quarterback just play with a little bit more confidence. He's super talented. He got a big-time arm, just needs to shake the rust off and play with more confidence. Our receiving core is deep with a lot of playmakers. So, again, last week was a good learning experience, and this week is another business trip, and it's about going down there and getting a win. And we know they're coming off a defeat that they don't feel too good about. They're playing at home, so we know they'll put their best brand of football out there.
And Chris Smith, from what you've been working with this week, what have you worked with the defensive players that you work with, and what have you emphasized?
Assignments. We gotta play ball. We gotta play faster than our opponent. We got to stick to our assignments, our keys. We just need to play faster, play smarter. That's it, man. That's what we've been working on all week. Just playing smarter and faster than our opponent and getting a W. Less touchdowns this game, than we allowed in the first game. So, yeah, I think we're prepared this week to end on top. I think we're ready.
All right. And anything else to add or anything here?
Yeah, like I said, it's not about 1 week. It's not about one loss. It's about the process. And I was positive after the loss. I don't like to lose. I don't do this to lose. Chris doesn't do this to lose. But we have vets on this team that can groom some of this young talent that we have. And that's the key right there, is making sure that we're getting contributions from the young guys and the vets. So it's about the process. And I feel like Chris, along with all of our players, feel like we came together in the last 2 weeks, and we got better. We got a better roster now. It's just plain and simple. Our roster is better, and like Chris says, we got to go out there. We got to play faster than our opponent. We got to make plays offensively, defensively, and in special teams.
Good luck the rest of the game, and we will see you next week, also at home for the home opener up in So welcome back to the start of the second half, and the Jackets will be kicking to the defenders.
And we're getting ready to start the second half now. It's kickoff time. Let's have some fun, guys.
So the Jackets have a 28-18 lead. We'll get back to audio in just a moment.
The kickoff is a touchback. So to start the second half, it will be 1st and 10 for your Midwest defenders.
So good kick to start the game off, or start the half off. So the defenders will start the ball at their very own 5-yard line to begin this half of play. The Jackets have a 10-point advantage right now coming out of halftime. It's 28-18. Welcome everyone who wasn't here during the first half of the game. We have, looks like, the handoff in the backfield. The Jackets are there.
Run by number 3 for the defenders. He's brought down quickly by number 92 for the Blue Jackets. It will be
That's
second down.
That's going to be second and looks like 10. Both these teams, like I said, have been matched up well. They've had incidents where big plays have made the difference. This is a stage of the game where people will start to be getting tired, and they really have to work on just that endurance. Plenty of Gatorade, plenty of water. And the defenders are somehow able to come down with that jump ball instead of everyone, and we have several players on both sides trying to push or stop the tackle, and we'll be back in a moment. So that's going to give the defenders good field position to begin this half.
It is 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Let's make some noise, fans.
So 9 yards separates the defenders from the goal line. Jackets set up in a... Looks like the Jackets are ready in the backfield for a pass. Looking for a little short dump pass. They go back to the end zone, and that will be a touchdown.
Touchdown defenders, number 33.
So that will bring this within a 4-point game. So once again, another 2-point conversion. He's got a running back in the back for a handoff, but he's going to pass instead. And we had a hard hit by both of them there, but the Jackets are able to stop it. So we still have a touchdown difference in scoring between the Jackets and the Defenders. So the Defenders once again get a kickoff, and this is the first return for the Jackets in the second half. Jackets making good run. He is going to make it into Defender territory on that return.
Starting first and 10 from the Defender's 20-yard line.
So the Defenders have 20 yards of their own territory to be guarding now as we'll be right back. So the handoff in the back. He is going to get a few yards on that. He'll be knocked out of bounds, but he will gain about 5.
One with the carry for the Blue Jackets picks up about 4 yards. They will be second down.
So we're going to be about 2nd and 5 coming into this. So really the Jackets, if they can hold on defense for the rest of this half and they could get a couple scores, they could really kind of run this clock down by running the short little running plays like that and just chew this clock up. Which they seem to be doing that, and they're doing that very well. They get stopped right there, but they make it back to the line. It's going to be 3rd and 5. The Defenders had a team photo there ready for the Jackets on that play. So Jackets have a still 3rd and 5. Ball hit the ground, but he's still in bounds. He is going to make it into 1st and goal territory as he's able to just kind of wind his way around the defense with a beautiful run. So that will give the Jackets a 1st and goal. This would be an opportunity to extend the lead to 2 scores if they can get it. Something I've always learned in football is you want to have at least a 2-score cushion if you can, especially late in the game. That's going to be a dead ball, no gain, so 2nd and goal.
Conversion is no good. That makes the score the Gateway Blue Jackets 34.
Oh, that's a touchdown actually. I thought that was a 1st and goal, but we'll be back after this. So with the second half here, we have the go-ahead score for the Jackets. I thought it was a 1st and goal, but it turned out to be a touchdown. So they have a 34-24 lead with probably about half the 3rd quarter and 4th quarter to go in the game. but they are going to come out and continue to come out offensively in this ball game. And that will be another touchback, so another 1st and 10 there, and so the defenders are the 5-yard line, and they are in the, I'll just call that the dark zone down there. It's a little shady underneath there, missing a couple lights. Quarterback, he's going to throw it out there, and there's no one around there to get it. It's out of bounds. But that is an impressive job of the defenders to get rid of that ball, as Queen City was all over them. I cannot see numbers down there in that dark area. I can on my screen. I have some better contrast, but Gateway is doing an impressive job on defense this game, as they have, just seems like they've studied and, you know, improved overall in this last week, as I talked with Coach Lynn Hart about some changes that he did and some things that may be happening. But their focus was on defense this week, and it shows. That was tipped. So that's going to be 3rd and 10. I have a weird, odd thing here. My computer. So looks like there's 5 seconds on the play clock as the defenders barely make it. The ball was just chucked up in the air, and no one was near it once again, as we're going to have a 4th and 10 from the 5-yard line now. So this will be great field position for Gateway if they can get it. I'd be looking for a deep pass right here, as even though they've been doing that, it's honestly their only option right here. They have to get that ball past the chains, and Gateway's doing an excellent job of clogging that area up. Batted down, interception, and Gateway will get the ball back.
Intercepted by number 21 for the Blue Jackets. It will be first.
So essentially the Jackets traded the down for an interception, which is the same result, but this will give them with 1st and goal with about 3 yards from the end zone. So once again, that secondary of the Jackets is really pushing in there and making great efforts. The Jackets line up. We got a couple receivers on the outside, nothing too special. and nearly picked off, but tipped from the field there. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, my fault. 2nd down.
So we have a great stand again by the Jackets in this game, as they are just they're using the advantages that are given to them right here in the field position. Now, so far, we haven't had any kicks at all this season, so I am probably guessing kicker is not the most active position on the team. And he will get down to about the 1-yard line, so 3rd and goal. Jackets are doing a good job of switching plays, and we are that close to scoring right there. If this is a fishing store, to be about that big. Handoff, and he will not get it, as he will lose a yard on the play.
35 is the ball carrier for the Blue Jackets. He is stopped short.
So 4th down.
4th down and goal. Let's make some noise.
Jackets maybe doing a quick little handoff, and they are in the backfield. And we're going to not have a touchdown, so that'll be a turnover on downs. However, once again, the defenders are right on the 1-yard line. So Jackets still have a 2-touchdown lead in this game, as we are running down to, should be near the end of the 3rd quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. And great defense by the Jackets again, as I believe that is either no gain or minimal gain. So 2nd and 10.
For the defenders for a minimal gain, it will be 2nd down.
See, the announcer agrees it's a minimal gain. Oh, a little too loose right there. So quarterback, he's going to pass it. Now they're going to stop him about the 4-yard line.
That's caught by number 8 for the defenders. He is ran out of bounds by a bunch of Blue Jackets. It will be 3rd down, and looks like about 6 or 5 or 6.
We're going to have about a 3rd and 5 or so here. So this is obviously going to be a pass. And that will be caught, and he'll step out of bounds. So 1st down for Midwest. Midwest again with a pass-only play. Ball was
Pass is incomplete. It will be second.
nearly knocked out and intercepted. And we had
Pass is incomplete. It will be
incomplete pass, so it's going to be a third down. I did not see any obvious interference there. The defender was yelling for interference. So this will be, once again, a third and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is third and long for your defenders. Let's make some noise.
I don't know if the announcer is hearing me or what, but this is a third and long situation for the defenders, and we will be right back. So Midwest once again in the pass-only formation. That's going to be... That could have... I will check the replay right now. We have some arguing on the field, but let me see my instant replay here. That I did not see helmet to helmet there. I seen shoulder pads. I did not see helmet to helmet on any of the contact.
It is fourth down.
So that's going to be fourth down. So good call by the officials. After watching the replay, I did not see any obvious helmet to helmet. Quarterback, we're going to have a, I don't know if that's a safety call or if that's just...
Quarterback is sacked on fourth down, so it will be first and goal for the Gateway Bluejackets.
So it looks like that is not a safety. That is a sack at the 2-yard line. So they called the play dead there. So 5 minutes in the third quarter. Quarterback keeper, he's going to walk in the end zone. Lead Love with the touchdown.
For the Bluejackets, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
So 40 points now for Gateway as they have a chance to add to their lead. Spin move. We're going to have a conversion. So 42-24 now in this game as Queen City is building a Gateway Bluejackets. I apologize. Queen City had the same uniforms on last week as Gateway. We have the child run out in the field that's being taken out. We'll be back. So the kick is good, and it's going to roll out of bounds, so we're going to have a penalty on that, and Midwest will start with the ball near the 10-yard line.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
So the defenders start out at the 10-yard line, 1st and 10. And we have possibly a grounding call there, but no call made. There was no defenders around that ball where it was thrown to. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. I hope everyone is enjoying Cardinal baseball, and if they're playing tonight, if anybody wants to update the score there. I have no way to check it at the moment. He escapes one sack. And another rushed throw as he was being tackled in the back. So good pressure from Gateway. So looks like third time or third attempt here. Let's see if third time is the charm or if Gateway can go back, and Gateway's, well, he's able to get the pass, but he will be brought down short of first down.
He is close to the first down. We'll see what the refs call.
And they give him a generous spot, so it will be a first down. Which, well, maybe. They may do a measurement here. So we're going to have a 4th and very, very short.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 4th and short for your Midwest defenders. Let's give them some support, guys.
So this is a 4th and inches, basically. It's a handoff. He will get the first down.
The run is by number 8 for the defenders.
But they will get the
defender.
He'll get the first down with a gain of momentum. So we should be near the end of this quarter, as just a few minutes ago we was under 5 minutes. We have a timeout. We'll be back after this message from the We have 1st and 10 after the Jackets timeout there. So once again, another pass-only play.
Pass is incomplete. It will be 2nd down and 10.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 as Midwest is really struggling now to just connect to a receiver with Gateway is just watching the quarterback's eyes like a hawk. So we did mention earlier we had several new Jackets join the team, so that is why we don't have a current roster of names. We will have that for next week as they're settling down. We have a timeout by the defenders. We'll be back after this PSA.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
So Midwest on a 2nd and 10. They are chewing up a lot of this quarter now as they lead in time of possession right now. He is going to make it out. He is still... He was able to manage to just squirm around as... I mean, that's honestly a good term for it. He was just able to get away from tackles and an impressive move by the quarterback, but unfortunately, that'll add about 10 more yards to this 3rd down here. I think he evaded at least 3 Jackets out there. I had a fun time with some Yellow Jackets and Wasp the other day. They didn't like me getting rid of their nest. I didn't like them coming at me either afterwards, but... And he will get some running room. We're going to be short.
Number 16 is the ball carrier. That will bring up a 4th.
He was short of the 1st down. We're going to have, I didn't see, I'm looking at the replay now. We had a defender kind of go helmet to helmet against another defender there in the replay, but I did not see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4th down for your Midwest defenders. Let's make some noise.
So we have some discussion. I didn't see a penalty-worthy play out there. We had some contact, but it was defender to defender. I guess they're arguing about hitting the yard markers. I have done that job, and sometimes that doesn't go well. And he will probably get a first down off this. He will. So he will manage to get a good run and move the chains. Or did he? I do apologize. I guess he didn't make it to the yard marker. So we are still having some discussions by some coaches here, and so we're going to have the game continue. Fake handoff in the back. And
pass is incomplete. That will bring up a second down for the Bluejackets.
That is incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10. I have learned from my coaching experience, just don't say anything to the officials. If you don't say anything and they make a bad call, I've had them apologize about it. If you yell at them the whole time and they make a bad call, nothing will change. I mean, you can't change their opinion anyway. However, if you're on their good side, sometimes good things might happen. Sometimes, you know, it's not going to turn out bad usually. Another fake handoff. That's going to be way out of bounds. And so 3rd down.
Pass is incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 10 for the Bluejackets.
We have a bicycle path around here, or a track, and I have seen the same guy like 3 times ride by. In the meantime, that pass is complete, and that will be walked in for a touchdown.
Catches the pass, and it is a touchdown for the Gateway Bluejackets.
And that is how you ruin a great touchdown play, by telling a story about a guy on a bicycle. However, we have a 48-24 lead now. And the Jackets have a chance to break the 50 mark with this next play. As we near the end, it is quiet down there. Is that bicycle guy going in circles? Nope, he's leaving. We have a false start.
Officer Marks would say, wait a minute, there's some mixing.
So they'll still get another chance at it. They'll just be moved back 5 yards after the false start. Once again, this is for 50 points. So 2-point conversion. High pass. We're going to have... It is a touchdown. I was about to ask if there's some interference there, but it was caught either way. So we have a 50-24 score going into near the final quarter. We'll be back after a moment. The defenders, they had a lane, but they are hosted by enough Jackets to have a defensive line team photo for them. Now, some of the businesses we would like to thank are, we'll be back after the music to thank our businesses sponsors. So defenders, quarterback keeper, decides to throw it, interception, and they rule it out of bounds as, I guess we will look at the replay here, or I will, and I will. That should be in. He had possession of the ball. That should be an interception in the backfield. However, that should be an interception. The coaches are arguing about that, so we have a penalty of holding on the defense. But they get a defensive holding penalty on that instead. So I don't know what happened there.
Well, not quite first and goal. They still can't get a first down, so it's 1st and 10 for the defenders.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10, and that's going to almost just give them a touchdown right here, essentially. But the Jackets have done a great job at building a big cushion, so a late game score won't hurt a whole lot. And he will be out of bounds, so incomplete.
That will bring up a 2nd down for the defenders.
Both teams are getting very into the game down there, as this is a good physical game. We'd like to thank the Days Inn of St. Peter's, St. Charles, Relentless Fitness and Nutrition, and Shelter Insurance Agent Christy Lieber Agency for your sponsorship. And we will have some more of those sponsors in just the next break as we can. I will add them in the end of the video when I edit it here. I don't have them queued up, and I will, if I get time, I'll queue them up. If not, I will add them in there. That will be an interception, or almost an interception. It was, neither player was able to get it.
3rd down and 10 for the defenders. Come on, guys, let's make some noise.
So Midwest takes a timeout. We'll be back after this message from the Ad Council. So if you missed the Sweet Caroline that I unfortunately cannot play for you there. And that's going to be caught, and that will be close to a first down.
That pass is caught by the boss man, Daryl Baker. Bringing up a 4th down and goal. Let's make some noise for your Midwest defenders. Let's get this touchdown, guys.
I didn't hit nothing, but okay.
That is the end of the first.
So we are now in the 4th quarter as Gateway has a 50-24 lead over the Midwest Defenders. However, the Defenders have a 4th and goal from about their I don't know why the other marker sticks are up. I'm confused of. It's going to be up. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
It is a turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for the Gateway Blue Jackets.
So the Jackets will have a chance to chew some clock up and add to this lead, or score quickly and add to the lead. Either way, I would still try to score here just to, one, you can throw some players in there to get them some experience. 2, you want to keep the pressure up. You don't want to just fold at this point in the game. Once again, thank you all for watching. Hope you all are enjoying the presentation. And we're going to have a lot of dancing around in the backfield, but it's going to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. But as I said before, that is not a negative play. That is chewing up that clock like it is a piece of beef jerky right there. Tough jerky. Going to be another handoff in the back. He's going to get held down, and we're going to have a 3rd and 10. So here's where I would suggest go for a throw. Going to have a pitch in the back. He's not going to get anywhere. He's going to get pulled back. It's still going to be a 4th and 10 from the same spot.
The pass is caught, but he is stopped for no gain.
That was a shovel pass right there. So we apparently had a timeout called by someone on the field.
Timeout, Bluejackets.
So it is Gateway. So each team now has one timeout left, and we will be back after this message from the Ad Council. We are here for the 4th down play. It's another handoff, reverse. Oh, it's a... It didn't really get anywhere, but it was a very beautiful play. I mean, it...
1st and goal for your Midwest Defenders.
It technically worked. Just didn't go far enough what they needed there, so 1st and goal for the Defenders. So the Defenders have a very short, and that's going to be short. I don't know why they threw the ball on that play. I would have honestly ran some sort of handoff in the back, or maybe a little pass to the corner, but I don't know why they did that one. I'm also not the coach, but being that close to the goal line, a couple runs and you are right there at the goal line. That brings up 2nd and goal. And he is ruled out of bounds in the backfield.
So that will bring up 3rd down and goal for the Midwest Defenders.
So he stepped on the line as he caught the ball. So 3rd down and goal. Both these teams are now struggling to connect some of these passes in this half. We have, looks like, we have a kind of a prevent defense for the pass with the Jackets, as they are spread out quite a bit along the way there. So they're waiting until use all the play clock. Good defense again by the Jackets as have another 4th down, so this would be a need to score play, honestly, right now, as they don't have a lot of time left, maybe about 10 minutes in this game, and they need 24, at least 4 touchdowns. In order to get back in this. He's going to get a run. He's going to come short, so that's going to be a turnover on down. So 1st and goal for the Blue Jackets. They bring out the offensive squad. As it looks like the Gateway fans will be going home happy after this. This will move them up to 1-1 in league play, as the defenders will fall to 1-2. So depending on Blair, this will move the Jackets to either 3 or 4 possibly in the standings. Queen City still sits at number 1 as they're undefeated right now. Good pass. He's going to stay in. He's going to get free, and he's gone. Wide open touchdown, 56 points for the Jackets. He just turned, and he was wide open, and there was no one near him. I don't think the defensive secondary was even thinking anybody would be back there to make it past that point. And once he turned, he was wide open grass. And Ledlove with the run. 2-point conversion. 58-24. That is a 32-point lead. So this is becoming an insurmountable lead.
The Midwest Defenders 24.
You're in a special position to help us fight back.
The plasma in your blood can literally save lives.
But we need to act fast.
Please donate plasma now. Please donate.
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 Donate now.
You fought for your life. Now, let's take the fight to COVID-19. Go to thefightisinus.org to find out how to donate.
And they're going to get about 10-yard return on that, but that's all they have. The Blue Jackets' second special teams did an excellent job of coverage. So I know the last game they had a running clock, so I don't know if that's going to be the case here. We have officials are coming back out to get set. They had a discussion about something. Field is lit up pretty well, but for photography, this is not very well, but that is a completion. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. You have, looks like a Jackets player heading out. He might have been shaken up on that. Like he was going out okay, though. And the quarterback misses one. He'll be sacked in the back. So that's going to make it 3rd and a long way to go.
For your Midwest defenders.
I prefer 3rd and a long way as a better measurement. I guess stat people don't prefer that. The defenders coaches are definitely making their talking about something as they're crossing midfield. Once again, we're going to have an interception from 65, the big boy there. Good job.
65 for the Gateway Bluejackets. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Bluejackets.
He just happened to be right there with the tip, and the Jackets will take over from the 20-yard line. It's not often you see a lineman out there on the receiving end of a pass on offense or defense, but he was in the right place at the right time. So that's going to be 1st and 10 from inside the 20. And that will connect. He will make it a 2nd and 5.
That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's like 2nd and 4. Uh-oh. The ants are starting to get a little antsy here.
They got 2nd and 8.
Apologize, I got ants all over my computer. Love in the back. He's I believe 6'5" quarterback from Illinois. He went to Millikan University from Belleville East High School. I'll have an interview with him this week that I apologize I did not have to make airtime. But we will have an interview with him as well as some new coaching addition and some new players, and we will begin to highlight some of these people and their accomplishments in the past. Next week we'll be live from the Lou Fuse Training Center for the We're going to have out of bounds, just short of the touchdown. But we'll be live from the Lufuge Training Center.
12 for the Blue Jackets. That will bring up a first down and goal.
That's first and goal, not third and goal. Against the, I believe, River City. So that will be a great chance to come out and see some football, or you can watch it live right here as we will bring you all the play-by-play action. That's time to throw it. Easy toss, no one around, and 64 points for the Jackets. That is, it's like number 12 out there. I believe we are going to have some more music here probably after this. There should be only about 5 or 6 minutes remaining. I don't know if they're doing a running clock or not a running clock. So we should be winding down here in this game, though. This is interactive television. 2-point conversion is good. That was number 2 on the conversion.
That brings the score to Gateway Blue Jackets 66. The Midwest
So we now have a 40-point lead for Gateway as we'll be right back.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
We are coming back for the kickoff here. I'm having a small ant issue. Coming from somewhere, and I can't figure out how they're getting up here. So they'll make it midway there. I apologize. I'm getting attacked by some little ants on my computer here and myself.
From the 21-yard line.
I don't think the critters are very happy about me being here. But we have a 1st and 10. Midwest sets up with a twins to the right and a running back along with the quarterback. Handoff, and he will be taken down by a lineman.
Ball's ran by number 3 for the defenders and stopped for a loss. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. And that clock will continue to run as, speaking of running, we have little kids running around the track now. Oh, they puckered out. Made it to the corner and gave out. Second and 11, a 66-24 lead for Gateway. And Midwest really needs to hurry as they have 5 seconds on the play clock. Ball's bobbled, and he'll be sacked out of bounds. And he will lose some more yards, so that's going to be, I'm just going to guess 20. We still have some coaches that are talking about the tackle back there. It was a fairly clean tackle. It's not really too forceful. Another running only formation. And he looks like no calls. So we have a 4th and I'm going to say 20. So I'm going to wager to say that they are going to have the same play again or a very similar play. All right, Midwest has been a great opponent, and both these teams have really played well at times. The Jackets have just really stepped up in defense in this game and are just, aside from several turnovers, both have stopped the other many times. We have, looks like near a first down, but we're going to have 4th and about 1. Oh, that was 4th down. Oh. But yes, the Midwest defenders have some talent out there, and sometimes it's just connecting on passes is very hard at times. You could have the best team in the world, and sometimes things just don't work out. These two teams will match up. Will have a rematch later in the season. Let me see if I can find the schedule. So as we go into the timeout, we have the River City Rampage on August 1st in St. Louis. The Rough Riders at Dana College in Blair, Nebraska. Then they'll host Queen City on the 15th, and we'll be back with more schedule after the music. And looks like another handoff formation for the Jackets in the backfield. It is. He will... Oh, it is not. It was a fake that fooled me with incomplete pass. That was a very good fake on his part. Faked the line and everything. Now we have the rest of the schedule. We'll have the River City Rampage will once again travel to St. Louis on the 22nd. September 5th, they will host the Defenders. And after a bye week, they will host the Rough Riders again on the 19th. And the championship game will be on the 26th. Pass is complete. And that will be a 1st and goal.
Pass is caught by number 12. That'll bring up a 1st and goal for the Gateway Bluejackets.
So most of this home schedule is, or most of the schedule is home for the Jackets the remainder of the season, with one road trip to Nebraska. And we will plan to be there live and bringing you all the action that there may come. Also look out for some live high school sports on Allen Hilliard Sports. We're going to have a stolen ball after the catch, which interception fumble combination.
Intercepted by number 1 for the Midwest Defenders. That'll bring up 1st and 10.
So turnover for Gateway. So once again, thank you all the sponsors and everyone who has contributed to really both teams here, as both these, this is a great way to get around all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. We have a very spread out defense by the Jackets, as they are spread 15 yards deep, preventing a long pass, in other words. And I believe that will be the ball game. I believe that will be the end of this ball game here. So thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting whatever team you support there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game. The final score is
and
Midwest Defenders 24.
Have a great night. We have a 66-24 win.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. Have a